Good evening. I am here to tell you that despite all of your efforts in planning our wedding, John and I are splitting up, and I have to ask you if it is okay if I move in with you.
Sure.
Just kidding. Thanks anyways. The real reason for my request this evening is that I would like to thank you for planning our wedding. All of the long nights spent organizing the wedding arrangements are very appreciated. You'll be comforted to know that your efforts were not in vain, as John and I plan on spending the rest of our lives happily married. Some key things that I would like to thank you are the flower arrangements, chapel arrangements, centerpieces, the photographer, color coordination, and all of the minor things included in planning the wedding. The floral arrangements were very elegant. The crisp light roses on the backsplash of yellow snapdragons were stunning, and the money was very well spent. I would also like to thank you for making the chapel arrangements for us. The beautiful Victorian-style chapel was all I've ever dreamed of. Aside from all that, I must say the centerpieces set the right atmosphere for the evening. The lovely spray of hues in yellow snapdragons and white roses were gracefully depicted in a Victorian-style basket wrapped in large silk ribbons. Even the catering service was impressed. The chosen catering service was also a great attribute. I myself preferred the chicken parmesan with garlic and chive mashed potatoes and a side of French-style green beans, freshly steamed. Apart from the delicious menu selection, the color coordination done by all of you made it picture perfect. Which brings me to my next note of thanks. The chosen photographer has captured moments we will cherish for the rest of our lives so that we may share them with family and friends in the near and distant future. At this point in thanking each of you, I would like to bring you back to a few moments that we shared at the wedding ceremony. Do you remember when John and I were so nervous that we nearly forgot which hand to put the rings on? Thanks for reminding us of this so discreetly during the ceremony. Or how about when John and I shoved cake in each other's faces? The yellow and white frosting was all in my hair and in the pockets of John's tuxedo. Something else I would also like to share with you are my feelings while walking down the aisle. As soon as the music started, my heart began to race. As I inched closer to the love of my life, our eyes locked, and I knew there would never be a moment in my life quite as wonderful as this. And it is all thanks to you. The hall was decorated so serenely. The pale yellow linen went beautifully with the centerpieces. The napkins imitated swans, giving the table a romantic presence. The dimmed lighting gave an air of purity and resonating splendor, along with the yellow and white twisted streamers dancing from one end of the hall to the next. With matching colored bells hanging so exquisitely throughout the room. Our candle of eternity lit at the head table, I thought of how long I had been waiting for this day. I thought to myself as our fingers interlaced how fortunate we were to have a family willing to sacrifice so much of their time, energy, and finances to make all of this happen. And it had finally came all together, and I remained stunned at how amazing our wedding was. I appreciate what you have done for the two of us. Your time and energy is precious. And I think that I may speak for us all when I say our wedding was organized well and went over very smoothly. The day would not have been the same without all of your contributions. In conclusion, I want you all to know that I love you and I could not have asked for a better way to spend the best day of my life with family who is so supportive and caring. Thank you for your time once again. John and I look forward to spending the rest of our lives in holy matrimony in spite of the obstacles we are presented with. Thank you.